I'm really Scottish, but I'm also really Chinese. That often appears in my work. My favourite thing about Scotland is the humour. The best part of Chinese culture is the food. I studied at Duncan of Jordanstone. I studied fine art, drawing and painting, so that was my specialism. I paint chalkboards and murals, and also shop signs above shop doors. I do a bit of everything. Anything that needs some artistic skill, I'll pretty much do it. But since then, I've focused more on illustration and sign writing. My parents, I'm not really sure they know what's going on, to be honest. I think they're just proud that I'm doing something that I enjoy. My parents came over from Hong Kong in the 70s. I had an upbringing with my Chinese family and a real connection to Chinese roots. I was born and raised here in Edinburgh and was babysat by a really lovely Scottish woman whilst my parents were mostly working in the takeaway. I had like a first-hand education in real old Scots language and customs. I'm Chinese and I look like this, but also I feel really Scottish. To bring that into my work, it comes very naturally. So Tim's a Scottish guy from Aberdeen and Lynn is Chinese Malaysian. And when they got married, Tim asked me to create some illustrations. I came up with these ideas of Scottish-Chinese mashups, you know, mixing these multicultural elements together. I've just been continuing down that vein in my East Meets West series. Food plays a massive role. Coming from a Chinese background, I try to come with a bit of humour, maybe a few puns in there if I can. It's educational in a way. People are learning something about Chinese culture or Scottish culture. The lucky cat's with the paw that beckons, you know, luck to your door. And it's mixed with the Scottish legend of the cat Sith, or it's pronounced Cot She. It was a legend up in the Highlands where there would be witches that could change into black cats. They could change 9 times, and on their 9th time, they wouldn't be able to turn back into a witch. It's fun, it's colourful. Let's have a bit of a laugh. Mostly I've been working with ink brush and water brush. So I'll work in pencil first and then an ink brush. And then I'll often add colouring digitally. I'll go on to Photoshop with my tablet and I'll add colour that way. One of the best things that someone has said to me is that there was this lady, she was from Viet Hoa descent, and she was born in Port Glasgow. She told me that she felt really seen. She felt like there was representation there and she loved how playful and evocative it all was. And that made me feel really great. They could see parts of themselves in my work. I feel really lucky having the experience of 2 different cultures. It's more about bringing everyone together rather than talking about what makes us different and separates us. If I can bring a smile to someone like that and help them feel like they're not the only one, then that's great. That makes me feel really wonderful.